So this was the text that Psychic Queen had sent me, and I knew for a fact that she was talking about my ex Kenny. And within 5 days of this, not only did Kenny reach out to me, he also confessed that breaking up with me was a stupid decision. I mean, it's literally so surreal as well, because psychically, and I knew every small detail of my breakup. I totally recommend connecting with a psychic if you're also struggling with relationship problems. And the best part in all of this, chat with a psychic is absolutely free
just so I can resonate with you all and share my resonancy, so that way you guys understand how spirituality can be read through cards.
Hey, collective. It's me. Today's June 12th, 2025, Thursday. I am sweating. It is hot, okay? What's up, y'all? Hey. Who said they were sleeping where? They slept on who? They slept on you, collective. Mm-hmm. Let's get some messages here. That's truth, though. That's true, though. They slept on you. Yes, they did. Who is hot? I'm gonna get up out of here. I just want to come on in here and say, hey, y'all. Thank you guys for all your support, for your sharing of the videos, your liking the videos, subscribing, becoming a member to help support the channel, for your donations, for your comments, very much so the comments. Ooh, they get a little bit overwhelming, but sometimes you might see me respond to a comment like weeks later, right? Sorry, but I am sweating. I'm so sorry. That one. Ooh, yes. All right, remember that time is fluid. Whenever you see this message, just remember to see it as a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone. So please only take what resonates and leave the rest. Who this? We got a Page of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles and a Page of Swords and a Queen of Wands in reverse. Hold up, we got a lot of shit. This whole half almost turned upside down. So we're gonna take what came out, okay? What I pulled out, and that's the truth. We got a Queen of Wands in reverse here, Bitter Betty. We have a Page of Cups, an offer here, apology or something. We got a Queen of Pentacles, somebody very stable, money savvy, got your shit together. I ain't gonna say the Queen of Wands ain't got her shit together, but this bitch is bitch. She's bitter. She's very jealous and envious, but she's just in an obsessive kind of energy. She's not in her highest self. All right, she's not behaving. She's letting some shit get to her, she's allowing, if she's jealous and envious, she's throwing slurs, she's talking shit, she's gossiping, she's trying to find little quirks about the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe the Queen of Pentacles is not so loud, I'm saying, in their expressions, whereas the Queen of Wands is somebody that's, they have vanity issues sometimes, they know they look good, and they use it to their advantage a lot of times, right? Whereas Queen of Pentacles, you're somebody that's, you're not ugly, you know what I'm saying? You ain't a bad looking person, but you're more focused on money. You have the material things, but you don't, you don't flaunt it like the Queen of Wands, especially in reverse. This is somebody that's always in competition. In competition with somebody. Page of Swords. Pages are messengers, so there could be an offer. Page of Swords with the sword down. Page of Swords. Somebody could be spying. Somebody could be gossiping. Somebody could be spreading rumors or something like that. A little birdie told me somebody could be getting information. I don't know, but somebody ain't happy with this cup, with this offer going to this Queen of Pentacles. All right? They see you as somebody that's very, it's your natural aura about you, right? You're very nurturing. Somebody feels defeated. With the Nine of Wands, somebody could be trying to defeat you or trying to block this Page of Cups, this offer. Eight of Swords in reverses, but whatever they tried to do, listen. With the Empress, somebody tried to block this Ace of Cups. Yeah, somebody feels defeated too. Somebody feels like that they tried everything they could. With this Empress in reverse, this could be a baby's mother. Okay, this could be a mother. All right, we got the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, the Tower. They wanted somebody to choose. Look, the Two of Swords. That's the Five. I'm sorry. It looked like the Two. This is somebody that's been creating a lot of conflict and illusions to get someone to choose them, to keep somebody, bind somebody from being able to make a choice. This could even be somebody telling somebody they don't want them communicating, seeing somebody, like putting down those kind of rules. I don't want you talking to this person.
So, like I was saying, I was starting a nonprofit organization. Originally, I had a business partner who was a part of the family that wanted to basically invest in my vision of where I wanted to go with my nonprofit. They gave me the funding, but they didn't give it directly to me. They decided to do all the work themselves, and they actually made themselves the CEO of my vision. So they tried to destiny swap with me. I didn't really look at it as a negative way because I give people the benefit of the doubt because I'm a very nurturing individual. So, like how she's saying, she literally told me that she was going to take the business license, the nonprofit license, and all that stuff to get the tax free exemption codes and all that good stuff because I was talking to my family and I was dealing with my family still. She wanted it to just be us two. But I was just trying to understand her. But at the same time, you're trying to tell me I can't be a part of my family or you're going to take the business away, which wasn't resonating with me. So I told her that wasn't fair. And when I called her out on it and I told her if she would have done what she told me she was going to do, which was to give me the money to fund my investment in my vision myself, we wouldn't even have these types of power dynamics. We wouldn't have these issues whatsoever. So that's how, so far, this is very accurate. I have proof if you guys need it. I'll even put it in the post if you need me to and show y'all the messages between us because it's been very nefarious.
I don't want you communicating with this person, block this person, that kind of energy. Listen, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Somebody feels like, you're a competition to them. Right? They're competition. They're competing with you.
And
I don't feel like you are watching this person, but this person watches your ass for sure. Mm-hmm. And they try to create blockages for this page and for this offer to come in. This is Ace of Cups in reverse with the that's a 10 of swords. Ooh, somebody was trying to betray somebody. They tried to betray somebody. This Empress in reverse. Two of Pentacles to get somebody to choose, but that shit didn't work. That shit caused a tower. Whatever they were doing to try to redirect the situation. Yeah, 5 of Wands, it only caused a tower for them. It made somebody look at another person like they're very combative, very envious and jealous and, argumentative, a troublemaker, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that can't release and let go, and move on. I heard you ain't no Queen of Wands. You're bitter, you're not even trying to go on with your life. You're trying to sabotage your baby daddy or, you know what I'm saying, or your ex-wife or, something. That's what I'm getting here. Listen, that's what's happening.
2, 3. If you can't take a good picture, then you need this AI app. Just snap a photo, then the app perfectly removes the background. After that, the AI creates fresh background options. This app...
Somebody is acting out of the title they have given themselves, right? They Jesus Christ. They give themselves this empress status, this wifey status, this mother, this is somebody that you want to settle down with, somebody's loyal, but they're really very envious and they do manipulative things to get their way. This is somebody that has a low self-esteem and self-worth as well. Excuse me. Trying to block somebody from moving forward, from going towards what they truly, desire. And this could come over time, you know what I'm saying? This could come over time. Somebody figuring out that somebody was a fake. I heard they acted like they was an empress until a real empress showed up on the scene. Wow. Somebody was going around acting like an empress until the real empress showed up on the scene. That's what I heard. 5 of Wands. Yeah, listen. 8 of Cups. They're trying to stop somebody from walking away. I'm telling you, 5 of Swords. There's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of gossiping. There's a lot of bickering going on. Words. Allegations. Four of Cups, I'm telling you, trying to get somebody to choose them. Basically, that's what that is.
I'm not fucking with no fake
Somebody wants to.
Because
Got the Emperor on the bottom of this deck. What's going on here? The Emperor and what? Four of Pentacles. Yes. Somebody wants somebody to choose them. I promise. They for a long time. I'm gonna put it like this. Somebody may have, not really experienced the true divine empress. You know how we, when we with our children's other parents, we feel like, those are the people that we want to spend our lives with. Those are people we have children with, right? So we want to raise our families, until, as time go, you get to know somebody and, then after, sometimes we have them kids before we get to know the person, right? That happens. And then you find, over years, you get to know somebody, you stick to your obligations of being there for them, especially when you make children, right? And then you realize that, you guys grow apart, right? You stay together because of codependency, because of the family, because of the facade, right? I did this, so I should have to, suffer, the consequences of it. But regardless of the fact, healthy boundaries, regardless of the fact, at some point, if it's not meant to be, especially, if your soul is yearning to experience something more, right? If you feel like you desire and deserve something more. If you give somebody stuff, I'm telling you, because they will not set healthy boundaries. They keep allowing somebody that they know they're trying to release themselves from to keep.
I'm very transparent.
They keep opening the door. They won't close the door. Somebody won't close the door. On this situation, that's why this Queen of Wands, Empress in reverse, is able to manipulate and put their 2 cents in and try to continue to call this person in, to compete. I'm hearing to what do you call it? Audition. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody's auditioning for someone's attention. Wow. I guess now it's like, after all these years, I realize that you are not the Empress, that you really, you fall a little short in a lot of areas, you know what I'm saying? Because you try to pretend you do that shit when you're outside. People think that's who you are. But somebody done ran into a real Empress. And they see how a divine feminine behaves, carries herself, what she does, how she speaks, all of that shit. And somebody's realizing this, listen, nah, this ain't it. This ain't what I've been wanting. That over there, that's what I've been wanting. Listen, somebody realized they got a karmic partner. Thank you, Spirit. They realize that this Empress in reverse is not the Empress in the upright. You may be a mother, you may have children, we may have children together, you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't make you a divine feminine. And clearly, that wasn't a divine masculine when he got with her. You heard? Take the risk, dark night of the soul. Somebody's realizing they were not in their divine energy when they created all this. Somebody's ready to take a risk. Yes, that's where this tower is coming from. Yep, somebody's stuck and they need to open up and be honest with themselves.
Because we had a union, but they fucked it up.
Excuse me. Oh, damn. Listen, it will be big success.
I left that.
What's going on here, Spirit?
This is how I read cards, y'all. I don't read them traditionally.
The online energy medicine training is a profound online program through which you can learn shamanism and energy medicine and become a certified practitioner from the comfort of your home or anywhere in the world. This 6-month-long training takes you through the 4 directions of the medicine wheel, an ancient path of transformation and evolution that takes you on your own personal journey of healing and discovery. You'll.
What's the mess? What happened to the music? What's the message for the collective? May 16th could be significant, or 5:16 p.m. could be significant. All right. Take it how it resonates. Oh, we got open up again. Oh, these came up. We got family concerns. That's that I made children, so I got a spaceship. But somebody's starting to realize, you can parent. You can be a parent, a good parent to your child without having to live in the same household, creating generational fucking curses and karma, Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, somebody's realizing that epiphany. And they having an ego death too. They're realizing they don't have to stay in a relationship just to make them feel like they're doing something right in the community or they're an upstanding person, right? No, we know better now that we ain't got to stay in abusive relationships or relationships that are unhealthy for us just to look fucking good. That don't work no more. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody realize that, and they're trying to make some positive change in their life. All right? That's what somebody's goal is. Yeah, they got hidden emotions. Look, and they realize that's their twin flame, and they got to be some closure here, Bob. No moving forward until you. But see, here's the thing with the twin flame. The thing with the twin flame, you have to say, "I don't want this no more," and you have to close the door and don't look, and just leave the door closed. You can't be afraid to hurt somebody's feelings because I know what that's like. I had to do it. And it don't mean that I don't think about it. You know what I mean? But I also think about where I am. You know what I mean? And what's changed in my life, I love myself a little bit more, a whole lot more today, than I did before. So, the ends justified the means. Bella? Fair? What's going on here with my collective spirit? Please and thank you. Oh, thank you. Celebration. You be celebrating. Celebrate good times. Come on. That's what I'm hearing. Let's celebrate. Is that Cool in the Game? What year did Cool Celebrate come out? What year did Cool in the Gang Celebrate come out? I think it was 73. 1980.
According to en.wikipedia.org, Celebrate is the 12th studio album by American band Kool and the Gang. Released on September 29th, 1980, the album reached number.
September 29th, 1980. That could be somebody's birthday. September 29th, 1980. You separated if you need to. What we got here? Oh, we got counseling and therapy or running. Somebody been running from the situation, running from having to make that difficult choice, right? Something happening in the spring, someone could have had an epiphany. You're seeing signs from nature. Yeah, you know that it's time to heal those old wounds. You got to stop talking about, I got to stay, I got to do, and I got to be. I got grown kids, and I know what it's like. I know what it's like to have to fall back and kind of stay to yourself and try to get your own shit together. Even if you want to be there and be their crutch and be their safety net and all that good shit, right? I had that shit. It's still hard to this day. Like it's something that that is a part of my whole being. You know what I mean? I've had relationships I had to let go too, but ain't nothing harder than the relationship with your child or your parents. You know what I mean? So I understand that. Because of those titles, it makes us stay longer in that hot ass water, right, Mr. Frog? It makes us try to, put up with it. Sacrifice ourselves just for the peace of mind because of the society norms. Like that's your family, you have to do, that's your child. You can't do that. It's a constant judgment if you don't, and especially if there's fucking abuse involved. You're getting judged because you don't want the fucking abuse anymore. I don't give a shit who the hell it's attached to. Understand that shit. Let them say what they gotta say. Let them sit in your position.
You see, on the hangman,
if they think it's all that, if they feel like, you should just endure it and suffer, let them do that. Let them have that position. They can have that shit. No, it's about setting healthy boundaries, not allowing unhealthy boundaries and people just to keep doing what they want to you. No.
Because they thought they could do whatever they want to.
One or two things is going to happen when you set healthy boundaries. Either people are going to rise up and elevate themselves and treat you better, or they're going to fall the fuck away. Period.
I can't make this up. Y'all putting something in the heart.
What's the message here for the color?
What's the message here? I'm
about to cash this check for $50,000 for an accident I was involved in over 5 months ago. The same accident that the insurance company told me I'd get $5,000 for. Friends, family members, and everybody told me I'd barely get anything for it.
the message, Spirit?
My cup running over. So something from manipulating your emotionally and all that.
What we got here? Unexpected income. Y'all got some money coming in. 27 could be significant. Look at this shit. Rituals. Some of y'all could have done a money spell, money work, money rituals, okay? Real love. Somebody could
I don't do no rituals. I go to God.
What is this? Manipulation. Look, somebody's trying to manipulate somebody. Didn't we say that already in the beginning?
I'm just doing it.
We said that in with the first spread, and this is just confirmation. This is look. Confirmation, actual money. Somebody got some actual money coming in, but definitely somebody's doing some kind of rituals to try to manipulate a relationship. All right, somebody could know, somebody could have some kind of finances coming in, or they could become, becoming a little more stable than they were, or some kind of upgrade. All right, somebody feels like. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Somebody knows somebody's going to be a fucking upgrade. That's what I heard. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody's upgrading and somebody don't like that shit. Somebody feels very insecure, very, I heard defeated. What we got here? Karmic masculine. Child. This could be male or female. Don't remember that. This could be an ex-baby daddy. You know? Look, but they the ops. For sure, for sure. They definitely the ops. Somebody feels defeated. Look at this, mentally unstable, because they feel like somebody's about to walk away. Somebody's walking away, going towards their south node. I mean their north node. My bad. You know what I'm saying? They're going towards their happiness, man. What makes them happy? What aligns with them? Somebody feels like they can do more. You know what I'm saying? They need somebody that's going to, be in that energy of being able to do more too, and not just faking the funk. I heard, look, abuse. Somebody could be getting abused. This comic masculine could be fucking abusive. Take it how it resonates. Work efforts. Yeah, this is somebody that thwarted your efforts as well. This is somebody that was
CEO thing. And it's fucked up.
Insecure about your work ethics, how you work, I told you, you're the queen of pentacles. You're not the type of person that's out here flaunting your shit. You're the type of person you could have multiple jobs. You have a savings and a checking account. You got a 401k and shit, and you're trying. You're working on buying houses or getting your diplomas or some shit like that, right? You're working on yourself. You're putting in a lot of work and effort, right? Listen, you're the high priestess. Come on, spirit. Come on, somebody's jealous of that. You are the rich girl by nature. Listen, that's all they talk about. That's all they talk about is you're the rich girl, you're the priestess, you're the intuitive one, you're the smart one, you're the one with the third eye, you're the mysterious one. You've healed your old wounds. You're not codependent on anybody. Nah. You hear me? That's what they saying. The flying monkeys are saying that. Yeah, they obsessed with that shit. Look at this. Yeah, they're obsessed with you having a relationship. A healthy one. I feel like I was just going nonstop talking. What's going on here, Spirit? What's the message for the collective? Ooh, child. This could be somebody you have a child with. Take it how it resonates. Spirit sent a grown child. Okay? What's the message here for the collective? Manipulation. Somebody been manipulating your children as well. If you have children with this person manipulated your children to abuse you. Yeah, they did, because they was abusing you as well. Yep, they sure was. They was trying to thwart your efforts. They didn't want nothing that you was working towards to come to fruition. You know what else I heard too? Because you're not a show off, people thought that you didn't have shit going on. Because you don't flaunt what you have, just because you're a fucking mature woman. What you look like? Why are you flaunting something that's supposed to be coming naturally to everybody? We all should be able to get out here and do for and provide for ourselves, have some stability for ourselves. That should be the goal, right? To trust our own abilities, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is somebody that manipulated people around you, to abuse you, to abuse you mentally, emotionally. Occupation. South Node, this is what somebody fucking does all the time. Somebody been putting a lot of work into trying to defame your character, I heard. Look. They've been doing rituals. 44 could be significant. Yes, against your love life, against you finding real love, right? For real. Now somebody's concerned. Something about the time. 33 could be significant. 15 could be significant. 51. Somebody's concerned. It's been a minute now, and something either hasn't happened or they know something's about to happen. Listen, there's a lot of gossip going on. Yeah, there's a lot of gossip. It's about 89 could be significant. It's a lot of change. Something about how much you changed. People are saying that masculine was a liar. That's what they're saying. Yep, they're saying that masculine is mad because they could not manipulate the divine feminine. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, sir. The masculine, this karmic masculine, could not manipulate the divine feminine. And people are talking about that shit because you're standing in your power. Whatever they were gossiping about, or whoever they paid somebody that does this shit does that plays with rituals for as an occupation because they was mad. That's what I resonate with because they was fucking mad. Come on here, mad and jealous of you. Just because you are the rich girl, just because of your spirituality and what you know. I feel like it's your spirituality that made somebody go out and try to get some work done. I figured they figured that's how they had to fight you because they couldn't do it, you know. Look, soulmate. They did not want you to find your soulmate. I'm telling you, people are gossiping about this person. They're talking about this person. Listen, how this person was your opposition. Yeah, this person could be telling the community that you're the ops. When it's really them. They're trying to manipulate a lot of people, spreading this false narrative. Oh, I heard you ain't changed. You ain't healed the old wounds. You still codependent. But something about this summer, something's going down this summer, something that was destined to happen for you. That's gonna change that narrative. Yeah, Spirit's finna change that narrative forever. You know, and I don't feel like it's something that you could be trying to do. I don't feel like you really give a shit because you just got to stand in your own power. Let your actions, let your behavior, let who you are be your testimony speak for itself, right? As it is, as we all should, especially when it comes to gossip. Listen, they mad, they jealous. 85 could be significant. Listen, some of you guys could be into divination. You could read cards. Crystal balls, divination, any kind of. Listen, you love yourself, and somebody's getting their damn karma. Somebody know they're getting their karma because you love yourself. That's why they're getting their fucking karma. Because all that energy is coming back to their ass. Ain't nowhere where it's gonna go. They can't reach you, so it gotta come back down to where it came from.
If you get it, you get it.
Here's how to never have to worry about money after a car accident. Listen, if you have been in a car accident in the past year, even as a passenger, you could be owed a significant cash payout.
I only got one
Insurance companies
right
do
now,
not want you to know this.
But guess what?
I want you to find out what your
by the
accident is
end of the year,
worth,
consistently,
so they can send you
once
a low
you
offer,
see that I'm not playing around,
just to be done with
y'all gonna be up in my ranks, and I will be
you could
so
find
grateful.
out
I'm
what your
gonna start giving away
accident could
giveaways
actually
and all
qualify
that
for.
out of gratitude.
Yeah, evil eye. This could be a feminine involved in this too. Somebody got short curly hair.
Huh.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah, they worried, man. I'm telling you. This could be the practitioner taking out. Somebody got short curly. Somebody have a lot of earrings in their ear. They got a boyish haircut. This could be a lesbian or a feminine that's very masculine. Could go both ways. I'm hearing on the sneak. You heard me. What do they call the women that dress like men? What do they call butch, right? This is like a butch coming up pregnant. You hear me? A butch 8 months pregnant. They don't like it. Shut the fuck up, I heard. Listen, but they obsessed with you. 83 can be significant.
That's another one. Linda loves Cheryl.
Oh, I love her. God. Yeah, somebody's concerned because the energy that they send to you is not even going to go anywhere near you because you're not on that vibration. Listen, they can wait off her. Look, they waiting. They mad. They mad. Damn it, because it ain't happening. Get ready. Listen, you are too aligned for this bullshit. You hear me? Whatever they out here throwing down, you are not picking it up. Thank you, Spirit. You are not picking it up. You're like, no, thank you. Tossing it out. Every time they try to pour it in your cup, you're like, no, thank you. Ooh-wee, come on. What's going on here with these folks, Spirit? Well, I close this up. What we got here? High honor. That's right. You're held in high honor, babe. Listen, you got a generous offer coming. Love is coming to you, and it's going to be from a nice guy. Somebody could be born at 61. Someone could be 61. Somebody could be younger than you. Someone could be 56. 65 could be significant. Take it how it resonates. What we got here? Look at this shit. They out here doing, they wait for some voodoo to kick in. That's what they wait for. To try to, fuck up your relationship. I'm telling you. And somebody's trying to get somebody to choose them. Look, but their tower, that's the second tower now. That tower's coming. Somebody's spreading some false information, false documents, filing false reports. Listen, trying to come between you and whoever this is that sees that they are the fake high priestess, the fake empress. They're not fake. They're just in their south node. They're not. Listen, hello. They're not in. Ancestors said, listen. Listen, they did their voodoo and the ancestors said hello. Ancestors answered the fucking door when they came knocking. The ancestors opened the door, y'all. The ancestors knocked me open the door, y'all, for real. Ooh-wee. Who I want to get now? When they sent that energy, your ancestors answered that shit. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Do I want to get anything else? I seen something I wanted to use. Give me a second, y'all. Let me just grab a few of these. I think the ancestors answered that, baby. Listen, they answered that. They intercepted that mail, that energy. Yes, sir. What's going on here for my collective spirit? Please and thank you. What's going on here for the collective? What advice you guys, Spirit? Any other messages they need to know before I close this out, Spirit? Yep, they sat back and they waiting for this voodoo to do whatever they said it was gonna do to you. Look, they crashing out. They finding out. Listen, you are the tarot reader. Didn't I say that? Thank you. What are you revealing? The truth. Come on, and somebody's spazzing out. Although somebody went and got a tarot reading and the tarot reader, said, listen, that shit ain't touching they ain't touching this person. This person is too fucking high honor. This person is highly protected. Right. Listen, your gifts. Man, you're talented. Somebody wanted to stop it. Listen, they blew a lot of money trying to stop you. Listen, you had trust and faith. Somebody wasted a lot of money trying to come at you, collective. For real. They did. They sure did. Look, gotta wear your own skin. This is somebody that wanted your energy. They didn't want to sit in their own skin. God, look, some of y'all's hands could be itching left or right. Letter coming on some money. Take it how it resonates. A letter about some money. How about that? We'll take that too, right? What's going on here? Yeah, somebody said you gotta wear your own skin. They spazzing out. They crashing out over here. This is somebody that was trying to pretend to be the empress. I'm telling you. But they slip got pulled. They mask got pulled. Yes, sir. Yes, it did. Somebody loves shoes or boots, okay? Look, I don't belong. They did not belong. And you didn't either. Your talents are your gifts. They're your talents again. Look, I'm telling you, somebody wanted to fucking be like you.
Friday.
They wanted your gifts. Thank you. They wanted to convince this person that they were the one. When this person ran into the real empress, they realized that this person was faking it the whole fucking time. How about that? Memory, sense, seeing, hearing, feeling. I remind you of what you did. A lot of people feel that way. Hard pill to swallow. Somebody find this shit a hard pill to swallow. They want you to surrender to their will. Anyway, somebody finding out, right? Will the real empress please stand up?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Jeremy Anderson here. Check this out. Before you skip this ad, this is for those of you all that's interested in being a successful motivational speaker, professional speaker, corporate trainer, workshop facilitator, maybe men and women empowerment, the faith-based space. Maybe you want to speak for sports teams. Listen to me. I've got over 15 years of experience.
And that was all that she had wrote. But what I will say is, this Oshun Investigate, she another good one, y'all. I do listen to her as well. I just don't be having no money to send her no tips. So I be feeling bad when I just be watching, because she really be real life accurate. She one of those readers that you really, really can trust. Like, she don't be bullshitting. She be spot on. She be hitting the nail on the head here. Just saying. But just a little backstory with my partner, my business partner. She wanted to start a nonprofit organization after I had gave her my vision on Standout Co., which is actually a nonprofit that was formulated, but she swindled me out of ownership when she applied for the application, the business grants and all that stuff, licensures, I mean to say. She made herself and appointed herself to be the CEO. So I currently am going to start another nonprofit organization, because when I give from my heart. She was just giving for returns. And she mentioned that in the text messages, but I won't divulge too deeply into that, even though there is no NDA. But I don't want to really waste too much time giving the devil energy. Um, so yeah, y'all get y'all spiritual juices up. If y'all want to know more information, if you want me to go in depth, just let me know. Like, share, subscribe, so I can get into the algorithm. I'm new to this, going to be true to this, and my marriage will be divinely guided, this paper says. In the name of Jesus. I can't make this up. Again, my name is High Priestess Isis, Magnolia Priestess to many. And it was good talking to everyone. I did enjoy getting this energy out. And now I feel like I can move on to the next chapter of my life. Y'all have a blessed day.